pauses the hair cutting service. You will have 42 minutes to complete this service. The first step is you'll sanitize your hands. You may lay a paper towel down to put all your implements on. Once you've unpacked your bag, place your Ziploc bag into the big black trash bag. Next, you're going to drape using a neck strip. Pull it tight to one side and then back around, and then you'll tuck in the corner so that it'll stay secure. Next, tie on your disposable cape and make sure that it doesn't directly touch the mannequin's skin. You'll now perform the scalp analysis. Using a wide tooth comb, comb all the hair straight back at natural fall, then put in a parting from the front hairline down to the nape. Comb each section side to side, separating one side from the other. And then on the left side, you'll hold all the hair in one hand, and starting at the nape, you'll take 1-inch subsections, bringing the comb to your fingers to separate the hair. Just look at the scalp. Work the sections from the nape all the way up to the front hairline. Once you finish that side, you'll repeat the same technique on the opposite side. Just hold the hair over the top with your left hand and begin taking 1-inch subsections starting at the base of the neck and working it up to the front hairline. Once you've completed the scalp analysis, go ahead and dispose of the wide tooth comb into the trash can. The next thing we'll do is clip a towel around the mannequin's neck. This is just to catch any water that may drip once you saturate your mannequin. Once you've fully saturated your mannequin, you can take the towel off and just use it to towel dry the hair. If any water spilled onto the floor, you can use the towel to wipe it up and then dispose of it into the trash can. If you did have to wipe up water on the floor, make sure you sanitize your hands before returning to the mannequin head. You'll now use your cutting comb to section out for the haircut. Put in a parting from the front hairline down to the nape. Then subsection for your one length. I'm going to be using slight diagonal forwards from around the occipital to the top of the back of the ear. Once your sections are clean and balanced, bend the mannequin's head slightly forward and comb the hair at natural fall. I'm going to begin with a razor, starting in the center. Comb the hair at natural fall with 0 degree elevation. Holding the razor at a 45-degree angle, begin to cut off 1 inch on the perimeter length. Once you feel the guide slide out of your fingers, begin cutting again with the razor to avoid cutting your guide a second time. Once you've finished from the center to the left-hand side, start back at the center and then cut back to your guide in the same manner. Cross-check for balance. Once satisfied, place the mannequin's head upright and drop your final section down. You may put your clips onto the cape if you want to reuse them. Comb the hair down and back and cut square onto your guide. Once completed, pull both sides down and check for balance. I've chosen to also complete the face framing with the razor by taking a diagonal back parting. I'll hold all the hair in one hand and razor down to the perimeter length. Being careful not to cut the corner completely off. Once you finish the first section, put in a parting from ear to ear and make sure nothing else reaches your guide. You'll comb the hair T to the part and over direct slightly towards the face, and then razor down onto your guide. Repeat the same technique on the opposite side, starting with your diagonal back section from the back of the frontal to the top of the ear. Comb all the hair into one hand, over directing slightly forward towards the face. Begin razoring down, being careful not to cut into the corner. Next, put in your parting from ear to ear and comb the remaining hair forward. Cut anything hanging outside of your guide. Once you have completed everything that you want to cut with a razor, take a paper towel and wrap it around, twisting slightly to hold it on before you dispose of it into the black trash bag. We'll now begin the layers by combing all the hair straight back and putting a 1-inch center profile guide. We'll begin pulling the hair straight up in the crown area to determine the length to our layers. You'll want to take a guide at least 2 inches below the crown. pick a guide that's going to give you 1 inch off. Once you've determined the length, cut 1 inch off straight across, creating a square profile. Next, divide your profile guide in half, separating one side from the other. You'll then put in a parting from ear to ear, separating the front from the back. Begin in the center back, taking pivoting radials, and comb all the hair straight up at 90 degrees and cut square with your guideline. Continue working from the center crown out to the ear area, taking half of each subsection and continuing to comb the hair up at 90 degrees and cutting square with your guideline. Continue this same technique on the opposite side, combing all the hair straight up and cutting square with your guide. Next, find the back of the frontal by placing the comb on top of the head. Right where the comb leaves the head, place a diagonal back parting from the back of the frontal to the top of the ear. Now go back behind the crown and re-establish that last guide. Over-direct everything behind the diagonal back parting back to that last subsection and cut square with your guideline. Now let's repeat that technique on the opposite side. Establish the guide behind the radial, combing it up and out, and cut square with your guideline. Now find the back of the frontal and place a diagonal back parting from the back of the frontal to the top of the ear. Re-establish your guide behind the radial and comb everything else back and into that guide, cutting square with the guideline. Re-establish your section behind the ear, then take a horizontal section and comb it straight up to cross-check your work. Comb it straight up and check that your line is square. You don't want any tags to be in the center back where you're going to be rolling your perm next. Leave your comb stuck in the hair for the raider to use when they come and check your work. Take a couple of paper towels to wrap around your shears to protect them. Twist the paper towel so it sticks onto your shears, and then toss it into the big black trash bag. Undrape your mannequin and shake it out. Throw away your next strip, then sweep before your time is up. Raise your hand indicating completion.